I don't, said Jerry. I find it bloody annoying. His gruff tone failed to mask his nerves. So why are you abandoning me to leave early? I'm not abandoning you, she reassured him. And I'm not leaving early either. I was on morning shift today. I have a date tonight. A date? You're breaking my heart. I was going to get down on my good knee for you as soon as you let me out of this bed. He shifted as he tried to turn his head and wink at Georgia. Hold still. I'm just going to redress this for you. What would Aileen say about you getting down on one knee anyway? Don't think she'd be too impressed, especially after she bought you flowers. Georgia nodded her head at the vase of sweet peas sitting by Jerry's bed. The floral scent was mingling with the familiar chemical smells of the hospital. From my own garden, she told Georgia as she strode into the room in her pressed navy slacks and crisp white shirt, collar turned up, her perfectly set and dyed hair a blonde halo around her head. And this one is for you to take home, she'd added, handing Georgia a small bunch of the pink and purple flowers, the stems wrapped up in damp paper towel and covered with twisted foil. Jerry waved his hand as though to brush Georgia's concerns away. She'd enjoy the break from me. She's always said she likes the sound of a nice singles cruise with the girls. Easy. Georgia steadied him as he almost rolled onto his back. I'm not done here yet. She smoothed the new bandage and pulled his pyjama top back down, then eased him into a more comfortable position. He reached out for his comb and ran it through his thinning white hair. His sense of pride wouldn't allow him to sit with tousled hair for even a moment. The vulnerability in that one simple, self-conscious action gave Georgia's heart a sharp twist. So, who's this bloke you're going off on a date with tonight? God, you're nosy, she teased. Not nosy, interested. He patted the side of the bed and she leaned against it despite herself. She knew she didn't have the time, but she was looking forward to tonight, and if she was honest with herself, she was glad to have the opportunity to chat about it. All right. His name is Brett, and I met him through through a dating app. Swiped right on him, did you? Jerry winked, clearly proud of himself for knowing about Tinder. Yes. He seems like a really nice guy. We've chatted back and forth for over a week and... A week? Jerry cut her off. You chatted over a week? Oh, well, you've seen into each other's souls then. You're practically joined at the hip. He shook his head. Jesus, Georgia, should you be meeting some bloke you met on the iPhone this soon? She laughed. You think I have time to wait around? Young whippersnapper like you. Plenty of time. She was 34, hardly a whippersnapper, although as the youngest of her family, she did often feel like a baby. It didn't help that her older brothers still treated her like she was 12, and when she was with them, it felt natural to slip back into that role of baby sister, even if she didn't mean to. 3 of them were married with kids. The 4th, Marcus, was getting married in a month. Soon she would be the last one standing. At least having several grandchildren meant her mother wasn't honoured her to have kids of her own. In fact, she often made comments to Georgia about how children weren't a necessity to live a full and rewarding life. You could travel whenever you like, she said. See the world. She said this so much that Georgia sometimes wondered if her mother actually regretted having 5 kids. Her parents had taken off overseas the moment Georgia finished high school, and they'd been travelling on and off ever since. The problem was, Georgia did want to have children. She wanted to meet someone. She wanted to settle down and get married and have the cinder-fucking-rella happily ever after, and screw it if that wasn't what women were supposed to want anymore. Obviously, she saw the problem with those sort of innately sexist fairy tale endings. She knew there was more to life than romantic relationships. She'd read books like Eat, Pray, Love and Girl Boss. She knew the importance of independence.